Okay, good morning, guys. How you doing? Happy weekend. So, without further ado, I'm going to be showing us one other quiz type that we can use in our CBT. Now, so far we've been able to learn how to use multiple choice, true or false, matching question, essay question, fill in the gap using the drag and drop. So this other one would also help those teachers that would want students to type in the answer of a particular question. Now, don't forget, this is very similar to the essay question I did previously. You can check the other video. Now, but let me tell you the difference between these two. Essay question is not going to be marked automatically. Are you with me now? Get that point noted. Essay question, you have to mark it yourself after the quiz has been done. Okay? And that's why if you check the previous video, when I mix up my question with multiple choice and essay question, when the student finish the exam, all they see is to see the ones they got correctly, the ones they got wrong. But the final score for the quiz will not be shown to them because the teacher has to go to the back end, which is your dashboard, and put mark for that student. So if you have given essay question to be 4 mark, maximum 4, and the child gets 3, so when you do that manual marking, then the overall grade for the student will be updated, and when the student goes to check back, he or she sees what he got or she got. Now, but for the short answer, it is automatically marked, and I know we are going to like it. Oh, it's automatic. Yes, but there's a but there. There's a but. Computer is like a programming language, or this software you are using is a programming Moodle, specifically is a programming language, and we have actually programmed, or it's been programmed to take your input. Are you with me now? Like I said, garbage in, garbage out, like we all know. So it needs your intelligence. Okay, so you need to tell it what to do, and if other students with different concepts are answering it in a different way, how do you want the computer will get confused, and that is why when we are doing essay question where the student will have to type like 10 paragraphs, 20 paragraphs, you don't expect the computer to know what to do, because different students will give different answers. Okay, concept that you as teacher, the human, would have to analyze and evaluate. Do you understand? But for the short type of question I want to show us now, this one will be automatically marked, in the sense that it is ideal for question that you require them to just give you a single word. Are you with me now? For instance, what is the full meaning of EFCC? Are you with me now? It's a straightforward answer that when the child needs to put, it's going to put what? Economics and Financial what? Crimes Commission. Are you with me now? Do you get it now? Now, there are some students, again, that may even make mistake in putting economic and financial crime. Maybe some may put Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. Some may put Economic and Financial Crime Commission. Maybe because of their typing, and they just feel. So you want to consider those kind of things and say, okay, that is also correct. So you're going to see the logic behind short answer. It's very simple to add. It's not going to take you maybe 2 minutes. Okay, but I'm just trying to explain the concept behind it, so that when you are making your decision, should I use short question? Why should I use short question? Because I only need them to give me one single word, not writing a sentence for me, because 2 or 4 people will put different sentence. So, and I need to tell the computer which one is correct. Are you with me now? At the time of answering the quiz, I was not there. All the computer needs to do is to follow the instruction I, the instructor, have given it to do. Are you with me now? Okay, so without further ado, this is my quiz. I'm going to click on it. I've turned on my editing, and I'm going to click on midterm exam. Are you with me now? Now in this case now, I'm going to click on what? Edit quiz. We all know this. So I'm going to edit the quiz and just show you a sample type of question. Very oh shit. I won't be able to add more question because this quiz has been taken by one person. So for you to do some, let me show you a technique that some of you perhaps have not been using. Now I can't do anything to this quiz again, so it's either I start creating a new quiz, but I won't want you to stress yourself starting all over again. So this is a logic, this is a technique that you should always remember. So you could do a copy and paste, a copy of what you've done before, and just start editing it instead of starting to create the container over and over again. So what I'm going to do is to click on this edit button and I use the word duplicate. So this new copy now, it's a different copy. So this one has been attempted, so I can't work on it again. But this new one I just copied now, let's see it now. You will notice that I would be allowed to edit it. You will notice that there's no even, okay, the quiz is closed now. But if I edit it, you will notice that I should be able to add more question. So please use that logic of duplicating your previous activity or resources and just tweak it to the new instead of starting all over again. That's why we have the duplicate. So in this case, I'm going to do add. I'm going to do a new question, and in this case I'm going to click short answer. So you could read this. It allows a response of one or few words that is graded by comparing against various model answer which may contain wildcards. Are you with me now? So I'm going to click on hard. So I'm just going to do a simple one. I'm not going to use the wildcards, not to create more confusion. So what's the question name? I'm going to use, okay, I'm going to create it about economy. Let's say the question is about economy. Are you with me now? Now, this question name you put here, are you with me now? Should be, it's very important because this is what computer use to identify the question. Are you with me now? So I'm using economy in this case now, and I say, okay, which country has the largest economy? Are you with me now? Now that's your question. Now, what's the default mark for this? It's your choice. So if you feel it's just one mark, you leave it one. Now, general feedback, I told you, this has nothing to do with whether they got it wrong or right. It's just about what you want them to see when they are done with the quiz. So immediately the child clicks on submit and they're about it. Just like when you finish the exam and you are leaving the hall, something can just appear on the computer and say, oh, thank you very much for attempting the quiz. Your result will be published later, something like that. Okay, so just think of the creative here. So general feedback, thank you for your time, hope you enjoyed yourself. Now very important here, case sensitive. Don't forget, this is where a box will be given to the student to type the answer. So if you leave it on case must match, then any child that use mix of letter, maybe small letter and capital, then they are going to fail it. So, and I'm sure nobody want to do that because you students can have different ways of writing. So I'm going to leave it on no, case is not important. Now the correct answer, now you could read this to understand. You must provide at least one possible answer. Answers left blank will not be used. Any answer that is left blank will not be used. Another thing again you can use is this, the wild cards that you saw earlier. So wild card can be used as, okay, star, okay, which is one of the wild cards, can be used as a wild card to match any characters. Are you with me now? The first matching answer will be used to determine the score and feedback. So I'm not going to use white card here to not to confuse us. Okay, so what's the first answer you feel you want to put? Now, another quick note before I continue. Now, like I've told us, it needs to be a word. Are you with me now? Or few words, but not somebody writing sentence. It's not going to be fair, because people will have different ways of interpreting a particular um, um, question. Are you with me now? So short answer is marked by Moodle itself, whereas essay question will be marked manually by you. Are you with me now? So you have to be very careful with that. Are you with me now? Now, however, this is not the default option for short answers or for short question. No, the default is automatically marked. But if you feel like you want a type of question that you will mark by yourself, then I recommend you use what? The essay question. So please watch the previous video. You understand? Because the essays will be marked by by you, the teacher. So, but in my opinion, short answers shouldn't be used. Do you understand? And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you really want to do short answers with at least one sentence or paragraph, better use essay. Are you with me now? If you want to use short answer feature, it probably needs to be one word response. One word response, which again you can deal with. Are you with me now? So if you want to do one word response, you know different options you can use. You can use your multiple choice. You can use your matching question. You can use true or false. But if you just feel like you want to use short answer, you need to be careful in your planning so you don't become unfair to students. Do you understand me? So that's why, though I like it, or for teachers, I want you to have a feeling of how it works, so that when you feel it's okay for you, go ahead and use it. It's okay, no problems. So, but you don't have to use the short answer feature generally, in my opinion. Are you with me now? So if I'm to give the first one, I might say, okay, computer United States is correct. Don't forget, I say it's not case sensitive. So a student that will write United States, are you with me now, will still get it. Do you understand? That was the feature that this stuff here that says no case sensitive. So whether I put it, whether I write this one here, or I put this one here, any of these the student write on their hand, computer will mark it as correct. Don't forget, you need to grade it. Tell the computer that it is the correct answer. So I say 100%. I've always told us feedback is not that important. Yeah, no problems. But if you feel like putting something, I'll say I can just put feedback. Wow, this is one way of writing. Okay, I can just say, well, I can just say, but I might just say, hey, don't mind my word, correct, guys. Something. Now, answer two. What other option do you think? So you need to think beyond. You need to ask yourself, what do you think people can also write? We are different people from different, you know, part of the world. So if I'm writing United States, some might say, oh, I think I know it as US. So what if somebody takes US and I've made only United States correct? That would be unfair if the student won't write US. Don't forget, this is not coming as an option for the student to choose. This is for you, for the computer to mark the correct answer. Are you with me now? So the student will type either United States in full, or we type it like this. So I want to tell the computer that if any student types it like this, please also give them correct mark. Are you with me now? Put feedback if you like, but I'm not going to do that to save time. Answer three. Some students will decide to help you with dot with this. Are you with me now? Definitely you can see that, of course, this answer is also correct. This one. Are you with me now? So I can say, okay, computer, also give any student that write it like this, 100%. Are you with me now? But you can see the difficulty and the trouble with short answers. You have to cover all potential answers. Okay, let's assume I want to put more answers again. I think of, oh, another student may decide to write something. So I put more options. Answer 4. What do you think? Maybe somebody can help me there. What other name do you think we can give US? Somebody can decide to say, okay, the states. Are you with me now? So let me be fair. Let me be lenient on them. I was okay. This person also got it. So with that, you need to think of all possible potential answers. So that's just the difficulty here. But if you can cover everything and your students are well aware, then no problem. You are good to go. So once I'm done, I'm going to click on what? Save changes. Now, some of you have always been seeing me using save changes and continue. But this time around, I want to shock you. Because if I use save changes and continue editing, it's going to give me a preview button here. But since I don't want to preview it here, I want to preview it outside this place. So I'm going to use the save changes. Now, when I use the save changes, then from here, I'm going to preview it from here now. So I'm going to click on preview. Are you with me now? I'm going to click on preview. Now look, this is how it's going to ask them. Which country has the largest economy? So somebody decided to put what? US. You can see small letter. When I did mine, I put it in capital. So let's see if computer is going to mark me. But one thing before you put your answer, somebody was asking yesterday, I'm not seeing feedback. By default, if I use any of this preview here, all these by default are set to not shown. Not shown. So I'm going to show them before and update my display option. So what's my answer? I put US. What do you do? Submit and finish. Let's see if I got it right. Thank you for your time. Hope let me see if I actually got it. Oh, there's another thing I didn't put here. This. Whether correct, show me. Okay, start again. US. Video is taking long. I need to. Okay, good. You can see it now. Answer, it marked it. It marked it, meaning I got it. Okay. Thank you for your time. Hope you enjoyed yourself. The correct answer is United States. Are you with me now? But the other options are also correct. That's what it means. Are you with me now? So that first one is like taking the more this thing, but the any other one that are related is you can see the computer is telling them. But look at this mark. Let me choose something that is crazy here. USF. Okay, start again. And let's see what computer will tell us. It's going to mark it. Okay, let me put Nigeria. Submit and finish. You see it now? Can you see this X here? So this student got it wrong. Question 1 incorrect. Are you with me now? You got it wrong. It's telling you the correct answer is what? United States. So it's picking the first option in the list as what is going to show the student. But if they choose any other options in the list, they are also correct. All right, thank you. I appreciate. See you later.